Hi, welcome to Dräger Talk Cybersecurity. I'm Scott Bristol, Senior Manager, Product Security at Dräger Medical. Today I'd like to talk to you about data encryption. Securing data is one of the most talked about concepts in cybersecurity. The words encryption, certificates, and public key infrastructure, or PKI, are used a lot. When I'm talking to people, I'm often asked to explain it without getting too technical or making it hard to understand. When we talk about securing information, most people know about encryption or scrambling up the data so it cannot be read by unwanted parties. There's a simple encryption mechanism called Asymetric Encryption that has the concept of a key. Think of a lock on a box with your information inside. When the lock is secured, your information is secure, and only the same key or an exact copy can open the box to read the information. Simple encryption uses a mathematical process that includes a shared number, or the key, to scramble or encrypt the information. The same key can be used in reverse to descramble or decrypt the information. If we think about our lock and box again, everyone that has a key can both open and close the box. If all devices in the network share the key, they can exchange information securely. But there are two problems with this scheme. The first one is, what happens if the key is lost or someone that you don't want to have access gets a key? The only solution is to change the lock and reissue new keys to everyone. Symmetric encryption has the same problem. Once a key is compromised, the information can no longer be secure. There's another problem with simple encryption. Going back to our lock and our box, if everyone with a key can both lock and unlock the box, how do you know who the information in the box came from? To solve these problems, we use something called asymmetric encryption. In asymmetric encryption, instead of using one key for both operations shared across everyone in the network, we have a distinct set of two keys. One is called the public and one is called the private key. Think of using the same box, but this time with a padlock. I distribute boxes with open padlocks to everyone in the network, so anyone could put data in there and lock it. This is the public key. But I'm the only one in possession of a key which unlocks a padlock, my private key. This solves the first problem, as we don't distribute the same key to everyone in the network. A lost or stolen private key only compromises a single participant in the network, so the rest of the participants can still communicate securely. Now on to our next and most important problem. We want to make sure that we're communicating with the right people. Back to our box and padlocks. If you have a bunch of padlocks laying around, how do you know who each of them belong to? You could either write a name on them on your own to help you remember, but wouldn't it be better to have a trusted authority issue a certificate for the padlocks so that you know for sure, because somebody else vouched for it, that a certain padlock belongs to a certain participant? This is exactly how digital certificates, sometimes referred to as X509 certificates, work. They link a unique name of a participant to a unique public key so that you can be sure that you're sending information only to the right participant. This unique name could be a domain name, email address, computer name, or even a distinct medical device. You might be wondering though, what makes a certificate so trustworthy? How do you know for sure the certificate is valid? Think of your passport. When you're traveling to a foreign country and give your passport to the immigration officer, he can clearly see your picture and your name on the document. But how does he know for sure you are who you claim to be? Well, he can't. But he does trust that passports are hard to copy or alter, and that the government that issues a passport does due diligence to have you prove your identity before issuing it to you. Because he trusts the issuer, he can be confident that you are the person your passport claims you to be. Digital certificates are issued the same way from certificate authorities, companies like VeriSign and SwissSign that verify identities of the people or devices that use them. Devices have a list of trusted authorities. If they are presented with a certificate from one of these authorities, they will accept the certificate with the assurance that the IT is valid. Because trusted authorities are identified through digital certificates themselves, the whole concept is often referred to as public key infrastructure, or PKI. I'm only scratching the surface here, but I hope I've made the concept of encryption a little clearer, as it is one of the fundamental concepts that we consider when designing safe and secure medical devices here at Dräger. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for future episodes.